back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing good. I know it's been a long time. I won't say anything about that. I'll just say welcome back and we are rolling again. Yeah. So today I have a guest who you've seen before.
I'm so humble.
Sure, are you used to seeing his face?
Not
Kinda?
Not really.
Yeah. So, what's your name?
My name is Joshua Sakala, aka Josh the Artist, aka I'm just so humble.
Your name isn't Josh.
My name is Josh.
What's your name?
My name is Josh.
Your name is Joshua.
You're the one who gave birth to me.
Wow. Anyway, yes, this is my guest, Joshua.
Josh.
Yes. And today we're gonna just do like a year review. But we're gonna do it by looking at the positives and the negatives of the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do 2 positives and 1 negative, and then we're gonna sum it up by just talking about what we've learned about ourselves during the year 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll do one each, right?
Yeah. We'll
Okay.
each say one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go first.
You start now.
No.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Okay,
I'm a
let's play.
gentleman.
No. Let's do
Not drama,
rock, paper, scissors, and whoever loses goes
we
first.
don't play games of the world.
Ready? Rock, paper,
Rock, paper, scissors.
That was weird, actually. So you go first.
Year review.
Yeah.
One positive thing. Let me remember first. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, November. One positive thing is I think moving out and just learning how to be responsible about certain things. Hasn't been easy, but I count it as a positive because growing myself, getting better, and just being a better person for me is always a positive. So taking on responsibility and for myself actually.
So even like with the since you said it hasn't been easy. So even with the things that haven't been easy, you still count it a positive.
Yeah. Because I mean, taking responsibility for certain things is not fun. It's not entirely fun. It's got some perks, freedom. You're in charge of whatever you want to be in charge of. But generally, it's just not always fun. There are certain times where you have to, grow up.
Grow up.
Should we think?
Nice. Okay, my first one is. You said we can talk about anything, right?
I'm afraid.
We'll see how this goes if we're gonna use it or not. Okay, my first one is breaking up with my boyfriend, or I'm going through a breakup with my boyfriend.
Whoever that guy is, we are coming for you. How can you break your heart?
That's one of the positives for me.
Breaking up with your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Was a positive?
Yeah.
Explain. Explain. Is it toxic?
It's a toxic.
Cut.
Cut them off.
Okay.
One day. Yeah, so going through a breakup this year, I think it does sound very negative, but like when I look back at it, and that's the good part about like reviewing you get to look back and see how things have shaped you and all that. For me, I think it actually kind of worked more for my good than it did like negatively, because it just showed a lot of things in me. It showed a lot of things I needed to work on. It helped me grow. It helped me mature. It helped me realize a lot of things.
Tell us.
It helped me realize how much I valued the person, and it showed me a lot of things. So like in the moment, like when I look back in the year, like in the moment it seemed so like, hey, why is this happening, blah 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 blah. But like when I look back, I got to see that it really did make me mature. It made me think about the other person more. It made me introspect and just look at things that I need to work on. Like, before you think like, oh, maybe I'm not even maybe, I'll think like I'm doing good or everything is okay. But that moment just made me realize that, there's more work that I needed to put in. There's just like, love doesn't come easy, but there's like that effort that needs to be put in. So I count it as a positive because it brought a lot of positives, I think.
Can you give us some examples of the things, just so that
Okay. Ooh.
can help someone?
Can help someone, eh? I think one of the things that really stood out for me is just like being able to give love in a way that the person receives it, and just being able to give love like without like limits or boundaries. So like for me, I think like I was a bit enclosed. Like I wasn't like giving freely or expressing freely. Like I was just having these no, not yet, or we're not yet there, or no, let me just, But then, like, I think I've learned that, like, when you love somebody, just love them. Like, just, there's nothing wrong with just pouring out your love. Just love them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and I mean, because of certain things that had been happening, like, there were things that made me not want to, like, love completely. But then I also learned that, and that's another thing that I learned actually, not to let other people define how I'm going to love them. The next person. Yeah, because it was my love was also really being like hindered by like, what are people thinking? And you'd have to know like more context for you to get it. But at the end of the day, I just realized like, when you love someone, just love them. Yeah, and also understand how they receive love. Yeah, and yeah.
That's beautiful. I like that. I like that. I was talking to someone recently, and they're like, what I did for that guy, I'm never gonna do it again.
That was me. When you're talking to me.
No, it wasn't you. I mean, it's
I've
similar,
said it before,
right?
yeah.
But then, like, life kind of does that to you, right? You
Yeah.
go through a bad experience, and you're like, I'm not gonna give of myself again because of ABCD. And then it's like, but that person, for you to not be with them, like, there's obviously something wrong, and then now you're chingaling the right person for your life, and you're withholding the good stuff from them. So like, it's just not a good idea to change who you are based on negative things that happen.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's really such a hindrance, and it's so easy to get stuck in what happened in the past. Like, it's so easy, and like but as you said, when you're in a new space, you shouldn't let the things of the past like define the new space.
That's true.
Yeah, like it was like that was me. Like I was just like, I did this for this person, I'm not gonna do it again. But like with a whole new person, you may have to unlearn like certain things, but I don't know what I'm saying now.
That's fine. It's all of us. None of us know what we're saying. We're going to the second one?
Let's go to the second one. Let's go to the second one.
Second positive of 2021, baby. I think it's been serving at church for me. I think, both of my points have to do with like personal growth for me. And I love it. I know it's uncomfortable, but I love what it does to me after the process, right? So serving in church. For those of you who know me, like typically I'm passionate about worship and whatever, but that's not like the only place I can serve, right? So it's stretching in the Chizung with English. In the sense that it's not my field, right? So it's more of leadership, having a vision, bringing people together, inspiring people, and blah blah blah, right? So I finally said, okay, look, I'm gonna give my whole heart this year. I'm gonna serve in whatever capacity that I'm needed, right? Not just I pick and choose, I like it there, right? So wherever the gap is, and I'm like, okay, cool, I can do something there then. So that's been going good. A bit, like I said, again, stretching, because you agree, sometimes you don't agree, learning how to come back together. A lot of things change, and it's just but stretching and growth. So that's I think my second thing, serving.
So what has that done for you, like serving in a new field?
in a new field. I think one, it's let me see. I guess this is probably what we're gonna talk about like later on. But like it brings out certain things and qualities in myself that I didn't see before, especially like leadership qualities.
You didn't see that you're a leader?
I mean, I saw it, but then it's one thing to just like see it, but then you're
it,
not
and then
actually in it.
okay.
Yeah, it's like out
You're
of
such a leader.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So I guess the rest like when we get there. But
okay. All right. My second point is actually very similar, though. Yeah. It's one of the positives. We're talking about positives, right? Yeah, like preaching at church during a time when I was like, I felt like I don't say insecurities.
Failure.
Yeah.
Hopeless.
Yeah, that I count it as a big positive because it really just even changed my view of God, because like growing up, I've always been someone who does things right. And we're back.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so I was talking about my positive. So I was saying being able to preach during a time of, I wrote it as being able to preach during a time of insecurity. Yeah, so what I was saying is that it really changed my view of God, because personally, like, I've been someone who's always been on the, like, doing what is referred to as, like, good. Like, I've never, like drifted. Like, obviously, like, and now that's another thing. Like, obviously, there's lies and all that, but that's also not being good. But to me, like, according to what I had painted, like, this is the way of living. I was always on the right track. Until this year, I feel like I've messed up. I've messed up. Yeah, and I started thinking, like, before it was easier for God to use me because, like, I feel like I'm doing, like,
you're perfect.
Yeah, not perfect. But I just felt like I'm, on the right, I'm doing good. And I would feel like, okay, I can share the word. Like, it was easier.
Yeah.
But in a time where I felt like, what's going on with you? Like, you've fallen, you're messing up. But then I kept on telling myself, like, okay, I keep messing up, will God use me? But, like, God is good and amazing, and He still used me. I think even better than, like, the past times, even in a time when I was going through, like, a messy season. Like, I was, like, things were not as perfect as they usually have been. Like, God still used me. And it just showed me, like, the things that I do, the things that I go through will never define me or never define what God can do through me. Actually, He does use those things. And so, like, yeah, being able to preach that Sunday, it was it was a freeing moment. Like, it helped me break free from, like, all these thoughts of, I can't be used because I've messed up in this area, because I've done this. Yeah, so that was a positive, and that was one of my other positives.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I always like to say, like, being perfect is not like a prerequisite for God to use you.
Yeah.
Because then He would use no one.
Yeah, actually, there's something that you said when I was preparing for the sermon, where you said, being righteous does not equal perfection. Yeah, remember that? Do you remember?
No.
Because I wrote it down.
Probably under the influence of the Lord.
Yeah, it does not mean, like, perfection. And that, like, really freed me. Like, yeah, it's not that preaching.
Yeah, well, we can preach. Evidently so. Let's preach. If you want to preach at your church, call us for bookings.
Yeah.
We got you.
We don't go lower than 2.5.
No. We are women of God. We are men and women of God.
So we do it for free?
No. There has to be an honorarium. Pastor offering.
Yeah. That's how we get by.
Yes, sir. Okay, so negative. We're just doing one negative.
Yeah, we're just doing one negative.
Okay. I think for me, one negative, which I think still kind of gets to me, is I didn't, like, get to do most of the goals that I set out for the year. Regarding music, I didn't. And I think, I still feel like,
why didn't I do more?
Because, I had good plans. None of them happened. And, I'm still, we're still in December. Yeah. So I'm kind of hoping at least by the end of the year we're done, and starting January we can like, you know, have like a fresh go. Because like the music is there. You've heard it, right? Like the music is there.
Amazing music. Your
Yeah.
ears are going to be like blown away.
Yeah, and you know, it makes me feel sad because like a lot of people are saying that.
Yeah,
And,
it's so amazing.
yeah, but anyway, we move.
Yeah, so you mentioned that next year is coming and you want to start afresh. You don't want
Yeah.
to do anything in December?
I want to finalize everything in December so that January we just start. Not again in January. Oh, I'm planning. So everything is set. December, let's move on. So that January we just start releasing, planning certain things, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So everything for this year that I plan to do this year, I want to finish in December so that next year we just release and talk to the necessary people.
Yeah, and I think it's so easy to like have things laid out, but like the execution sometimes becomes like harder. Have you been
Hard
able?
plan.
Yeah, but have you been able to identify the things that stopped you from executing your plans?
Yeah.
Your amazing plans.
Oh yes, me.
You.
Yeah, I'm a hindrance to my life. That's the problem. That's the problem. But we'll dive into that later.
We'll dive into it later.
Yeah,
Okay.
we definitely will.
Yeah, I think like maybe just I need to point out that, you know, like we should also be able to identify what's stopping the plans.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way that you overcome them. Okay.
Wisdom.
For me,
Mm.
my last negative that came this year is pressures, like pressure from school.
Oh, I'm very precious. Well, that's a
Like
negative person.
yeah.
Precious, wherever you are.
Yeah, and I think it's also like I also think that it was mostly caused by me.
Mostly.
Completely.
Only. Completely. Solely. Wholly.
Really?
Yes.
Anyways, it was mostly caused by me because of procrastination and lack of seriousness and being lazy. And I found myself in a place where I had like work overload and so much like because I also work and then there's school, and then I had so much to juggle. It became emotionally draining. I was crying all the time. I was frustrated. I was tired. I felt like it was really getting to me. It was really getting to me, and it was such a, like, when I think about it, was such a bad time. Like I was just feeling, especially like the one situation.
Pressure. Makosa.
Yeah, just all that pressure, but I feel could have been avoided if I was just like more put together, more organized, and more serious with what I need to be serious with. And that's a lesson for me for next year, like to just
Least
don't
you made
procrastinate.
At least you made money.
Really. And I think I saw this quote that said procrastination is what? It's a
Planning to
belief.
fail.
No, it's a belief that God will give you another opportunity to do what today, tomorrow, what you're supposed to do today. Like it's taking for granted the opportunity you've been given today. Yeah. And yeah, guys, let's not procrastinate. Let's be proactive. Come on.
Oh look, it's the blue marker. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now moving on to doing one or two things of what we learned about ourselves.
You can do as many. I know. I'm gonna do one.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I've learned about is, and I'm working on it. I just feel like it's nice to say that I'm working on it. You know? Just for just.
As we've learned, we are not perfect.
Yeah, you know. Sometimes when laissez-faire hits me, it hits me. Like you said, the whole procrastination. I was like, tomorrow. Which is why I said, like, you know, why I didn't get to do most of my goals is me. Right? Yeah. So, with everything being said, moving out, learning how to handle certain things, serving in church, serving in different capacity, most of the things were new. And yeah, I think juggling even a little bit of emotional stuff. I'm just like, I go and start working on something tomorrow. I go start, tomorrow. We'll just pray. Carry this ministry. We'll just pray to fix itself tomorrow. Yeah, so I think that's one thing I've learned about myself, which I mean, I guess it's a negative, but we learn these things so we should become better. And like I said, I'm all about becoming better, because when I become better, everything else
Yeah.
and everyone else in my life gets to
Benefits.
yeah. So on that laissez-faire tip, yeah, I'm learning to just push through. There are some days where you won't be motivated, you won't wake up as inspired every day. I just inspired. Yeah, there are some days where you just don't want to, but you just push through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and which is what I'm learning to do. At the end of the day, you'll sleep when you reach back home, but during the day, just push.
Yeah.
Your bed won't move; it will be there.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you get to see the benefits of just pushing through.
Yeah.
And also, I need to say, like, the negatives, since you said, like, it's a bit of a negative, also can work as positives, because you did say, like, they point out things that you need to work on.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the word says that all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord. So even the negatives. But also, like, I kind of feel like even giving yourself some grace, like when you're talking, I actually just had the realization that you did experience a lot of newness this year.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big thing to move out and be on your own. It's a big thing to, like, enter a new ministry and also juggle your current one. So, yeah, there was a lot. And maybe also, like, taking time to just, like, what's the word? Like, inhale, like, breathe it all in.
Breathe.
Yeah, like, just to...
Soft life. Soft.
Just to, like, when all that shift happened in your life, like when everything shifted, you just like realize, like, okay, this is happening. Like sometimes you can be so busy in the flow of things, and you don't even realize, like, oh, so much has happened. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
I think let's not call them negatives. Let's call them lessons.
Right.
So there's positives and then there's
the lessons. Yeah, I like that. Hey.
Bam.
Yeah. For me, what I've learned. What have I learned about myself? I have learned that it's a lesson. So negative, but it's a lesson. So it's also a lesson. I've learned that, and it has nothing to do with what I've said, but today when I was thinking about it, yeah, I've learned that I really take like when someone is saying something like, oh, I kind of feel this way. I don't know how to explain it. So when someone is expressing, especially someone close to me, when they're expressing how they feel, I take it as an attack on me. Instead of listening, like, oh, what is this person going through and, like, how can I help? I take it as, oh, I'm not doing this, or maybe you don't feel like I'm enough, or, like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I realized that actually this morning when I was really thinking about it, I was like, you don't listen to, like, help, you listen and then, like, take offense, and, like, I may not express it, but I'll be feeling like, oh, so I'm not good enough, or I'm not doing, yeah. And so I've learned that about myself. Are you agreeing to?
You see, this is already. Me, I'm not agreeing because I'm like, oh, okay, that's good, you internalize things, learning how to. Babe, I'm not taking off it.
Yeah, that's right. See, there's an example.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Yes. So I've learned that about myself, that I'm not good with, like, listening to help. More of, like, I'm always thinking about myself, but I just take it as, oh, maybe I'm not doing good enough, or, like, So I think that's something that I've learned and something that I need to work on. Be like, when I'm hearing, especially from those that are closer to me, like when they're expressing, like, something bad that they're going through or something negative, I should be more of a, oh, listen, and, like, listen to help and not listen to take offense. Yeah. It's something I've learned about myself.
I mean, and I think it's understandable, right? Just to make you feel something good. Also, I mean, also kind of hearing negative things or lessons, it's not always the easiest of things, right? No one is constantly always open. Yeah, tell me what's bad about me. Tell me. You know what I'm saying? We always, we like to receive compliments. We like to be encouraged. So even to hear, like, negative things is not always, like, your go-to. You're not always happy about it. I remember I did something recently with the guys. Actually, she is the one who started it, right? She was like, tell me something that, like, I should work on, and vice versa. And we did it with the guys. And what I noticed with the guys was, like, there was hesitancy in the beginning, right? Just like, why are we doing this?
Okay.
Like, why are we about to let's not get each other's emotions rowdy here, because I mean, partly again, you kind of know it's true, but you don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Right? And you're like, I should start knowing how I know it's there, but I don't want to, you know? And those are like the initial feelings. So like, it's okay. But then again, like we said, in the spirit of pushing through, you get to that point where, I mean, you hear what you can work on, and you begin to realize it's not like a negative, it's a lesson. It's how can I get better.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then once you have that like shift, you get to realize, oh snap. And it actually, like, once you work on it, it helps you, it helps the people close to you, and it helps whatever sphere of influence you're in. If you're in business, if you're in what, when that thing about you gets better, it affects everything else. And then the opposite is also true. If you keep ignoring it, you keep stepping on it, nothing changes in your world, nothing changes in you, nothing changes with the people you relate with. Yeah, so I think it's a good thing. And for like the guys who also just said it ended like on a positive, like also just what can you like what can you commend about me that's been like consistent and whatever. And yeah, because both are true anyway, so yeah.
And sometimes it takes other people pointing out things, as he's mentioned, like yeah, you can see certain, sometimes you can see certain things in yourself, sometimes they can be brought up by like the way you're interacting with people, but sometimes you just bluntly need someone to tell you like yo
So sometimes you can't know.
Yeah.
And I say, hi guys. Ew.
And those that love you will be honest with you to help you grow. Yeah. Oh, I like that. That was really good. And I think it's so important, guys, to like look back at the year. Like, I know we're always moving forward, but it's important to take a moment and just look back and see where you've come from.
Exactly.
And yeah, to help you grow, help you make the necessary changes. And yeah, it's part of growth. So even as we were talking, I hope you also take time to like look back on your year, look back through the things that you've been through. I know some things may be hard, some people have experienced loss, like there's just so many things that happen. Like it's been a whole 12 months, 360 something days a lot. But I think it's good, like even the painful things, to address them and not just leave the wound, but just to address how that really makes you feel.
At the end of the day, you get better.
Yeah, you definitely do.
So you can let us know in the comment section if you're gonna do your year review. Do commend yourself where you got it right, and do take your L's, which are your lessons. Take your lessons, improve them, get them into 2021. I've taken my lessons for sure. And yeah, I'm releasing my music in January. I've said it. So if it didn't come out in January,
you can come back to this post for reference.
I say, thank you. Yeah.
Yay. So guys, do like this video. Do likes matter? They do, eh?
Of course.
Okay, so
they
please
help us
like it.
make
Why do
money
we tell
in the
people?
future.
Why do people like the video?
Okay, if you like it, like it. If you don't like it, dislike it. But we also dislike you. I'm kidding. We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
We'll take that lesson.
Yeah, so if you want to, okay, but not like the video.
just like
it.
Just
leave
like
a comment. Let us know a positive and negative from your year. If you want to, we can talk. He's going to reply in the comment section. I'm going to reply, and we can talk there. And we're gonna see you next time on
Kobe's Clubhouse. Bye.
Hey, that's not it.
See you next time on Kobe's Clubhouse. Bye.
That was my childhood.
Okay.
Yeah. See you next time on either her channel or my channel.
No, on
most
his
likely
channel.
my channel.
Yeah.
My channel. So yeah, do subscribe to both our channels, and see you soon. Kisses.
Bye.